Hello Jammer family and welcome back to Super Buddies Forever. We're going to have a special and little quick video. Those who know I like new characters. This set, not going to be much of a review. It is all about him. Now, if you know me, you know that I paid this. $19.99 at Tuesday mornings. Can I get a what? Yes, great price. I waited it out. This was my birthday present for $20, so for that price, I got him. I literally have a kitchen in the dollhouse, Monster High doll room. Didn't need any of this. Do not like these dolls. Like, oh, I guess she's got articulated knees. But hey, it's extra clothes, it's extra stuff. So for that price, I mean, these chairs are really cool. We'll do, this is about it for a review. Nice stuff. There's other fully done well. There's good reviews elsewhere. Maybe I'll link one up here for you that I particularly like. But that's all you're getting from me. A whole minute's worth. Cool stuff. Here, let me just you through. Yeah, that's it. Play set. $40 was way too much for me. So what this is about is him. And this Create a Monster, Vampire Boy, came out way back in the day. We've had him since original time. And we want to see if we can rebody him on there. I think some people have done it, but I haven't checked. I've waited patiently. And just thought I'd share this. Somebody wants to know, and I want to know, and I want it to work. So I think he's more buff, the original one, than this, and maybe a little, we'll find out, a little more pink than this one is pale. But I think it's going to work, and it's going to look good, and then we're going to have an articulated parent, which makes me very happy. So let me get him out. There it all is. Stuff. It does got some great things that will blend in. I'm sure I can fit lots of these accessories somewhere. Here he is, Dracula. You'll see one shining thing that makes you go, Mattel, what were you thinking? Even Draculaura has bendy knees and something all over her face that looks like he spit on her. And that's what she's saying. Dad, you spat on me once again. Well, it's the things, they get in the way. But anyway, no bending knees on the Dracula. That's wicked cheap. That's just as good as the Ken who's on the motorcycle and the Barbie who's on the tractor. And they both don't bend their knees on a bended knee vehicle. Dumb. Anyway, thank goodness we're getting rid of this mess. Somebody also said Kieran Valentine would be a great match. See, yeah, he's wonderful. Oh, yeah, there we go. It's like a party. They all want to hit the floor. So it's definitely close. But if I've only ever had my hands on one Kieran. He's at San Diego Comic-Con. He is not cheap. I would not be using him for this on a rebody. He would not be going anywhere. I think it's interesting that Vampire Boy is not much of a loss because we have a vampire going on with him, and they're so the same. I remember being slightly disappointed in his face because it kind of like we already seen that before. Still not complaining, glad I got him, but I wouldn't use his body for this. In terms of skin tone, my phone. Well, I am just having a time here. It's because I'm rushing and I'm trying to just get this for you. Okay, I'm recovered now. You can see it's close. The differences are so light that I think this is going to work out. There's definitely, it's a pinker hue than this, where that's a more pastel-y pale, but it's going to work. So I'm going to get him naked and show you the differences in bodies, and then we can plop them. There's all the bodies next to each other. Of course, we got the Create a Monster, the stiff-bodied Dracula, and the Kieran Valentine. So that should give you a nice visual of the differences in color. I'll get closer. I don't have my flash on this one, so that should be about as pure as it can get. I'm not undressing him. I don't know, I just don't want to. So you can see the neck, so I gotta get his head off, and then we'll just exchange those. This one is definitely buffer in body all the way around, which is interesting. I think, is that the Reboot Boys and I just haven't had one yet and don't know the difference? Or is it just unique to him? I'm not sure. Even the hands are boring. Look at it. They're like together. Like it looks like a fashionista pose and hands, whereas these ones are separated. Somehow that was just more unique. So without further ado, Gracie is here to help me with some camera work. Yay. Because I want to time and I'm anxious and I should have the blow dryer and I'm doing the wrong thing. But yeah, there it is. Yeah. Okay, so now we can see the differences in the necks. Okay, so these, Grace, you're the one who played with those. How was that when you pulled off the heads? Was it easy or hard? Do you remember?
I don't know.
Okay, because it looks like it's a little nerve-wracking now that I know more. Like, wow. These things, I easily snip these off. So later we can reuse them. Okay, so that goes on there really good. So he is now going to be the bouncer in Abby's dance club. Color-wise, don't mind the light. I don't want the flash on purpose so you can see. That's a good match, and he looks good, so he's going to be a great bouncer. The Peak, that's the name of her dance club. They want to go party really bad, Grace. Everybody on the floor. It's a song you don't know. Okay, so here it is again, without bright light on purpose. You can see the pink hue is more than the pale. But he's got clothes on. All right, he looks a little pencil-necked. But he works. He doesn't got bobblehead. This works for me. Works for me really well. All right, I'm anxious to get his clothes on now. Much better. The price was right. I'm glad we had this body and didn't have to buy that. That would have really added to the expense. We got that at the store, so that was store price when it first came out. So this has worked out well.
Hey, Mom.
What?
Are you gonna destroy that?
What?
The Draculaura?
No.
Like
No.
I did with the last one?
No, silly, stop it. Much better when dressed up. He's no doubt the clothes fit him a little looser. And I have to correct myself from starting this. I didn't notice until just now that Dracula body actually does have bendy knees. And they are the weirdest, ugliest knees ever. Like, how snappable is this? They're so stiff when I moved them. In the beginning, when I opened it, they didn't bend. So that's why they didn't bend. So I was completely wrong. I take that back. Thank goodness. Dolls that came with chairs to sit on have bendy knees. That's much better. Thank you for giving me Mattel. I was bad-mouthing before I checked it out. Being humble there. Okay. So here they are. Here he is with clothes on. Creative Monsters, if you know them, they can be very loose because the knees pull out and all that stuff. So, you know, you gotta watch his posing. I like the tattoo on him, actually, as a dad. I don't know, I think that's pretty cool. And I'm pleased. The way this worked out by having the body already and paying the low price for basically his head and outfit, this has worked out. I'm having a positive experience here. And he ends up being okay. Like I said, I think I'll make him the bouncer. I'll go see if I can get him dressed and go put them all back. Yeah, there we go. One more visual. So you can see that now. I got the bright light on this time, so that makes the colors a little different. Here he is trying on some of the normal male Monster High clothes. Actually, that's, I think, vampire outfit. Really tight. Shoes are fitting good on the feet, even the After High stuff. Shoes, the pants. It's beyond the normal problems of Monster High boy pants. Gonna have to rethink this. That wig has gotta be the worst wig for a male ever. Tried just a few things. This was obviously Jackson's pants. Tried some Barbie pants because the waist I thought maybe, but the ankles are just too small. He's got huge feet, and without having a articulated ankle, you can't point them and do it. So that's not working for that. This is an Ever After High pair of pants, which the waist is good. The height is not so great. You gotta pull it down some so his underwear is showing to make it look halfway decent. Still looks like floods. Their feet are humongous. So that will do at least for now. Hated that hair. He gets a hat. We'll put these on and now he can be the bouncer for now. Puma Boy has temporarily lost his job at the Peak nightclub until we find him a new torso. I think our Vampire Boy is fitting in pretty good. His shoulders don't even go outward like hug-like, so he is stuck, and this is probably just the best place for him. At least he's got his knee up. Nefer's trying to get in the club without paying. You know how she is. Yeah, everybody's having fun at the club. It works. Well, Dracula looks much better. It's hard not to say Draculaura. Dracula is mighty improved. He can man spread and everything. He's hitting on Blood Good right now in her penthouse while the party's going on. Everybody wants sweaty. Hope you've enjoyed this very quick little tutorial and experiment slash project I had to get done to switch those bodies from the Dracula onto the Creative Monster. Thanks for watching, everybody. Always a pleasure to spend time with you. Much love. See you next time.